Well, welcome and good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mark. How's it going?
It's going well. You know, Keith, right before the show, he said, listen, why don't you get us started off? You know, kick it off. I got 1,000 things on my mind. And what does he do? He starts it right off.
See that, man? I'm like thinking from 2 hours from now.
It's all good. It's Friday. We're loving
Absolutely.
life. We are excited here on Morning Coffee because we have an excellent morning lined up for you. So make sure you stick with us all morning. And we're getting things kicked off right now in the fashion world with Sam and Tehran from Wise Guy Apparel. Good morning, guys, and welcome.
Good morning.
So this is awesome, Keith. I don't know if you know, these two are young entrepreneurs starting their own fashion label. They've got a cause, they've got great stuff, and I need to know more about it, guys. Spill it.
Okay, so back in 2014, luckily I was able to have a friend who actually pushed me to do a clothing brand. Ended up not, doing much, so we ended up parting ways. From that point on, I just learned everything from website design to fashion design. I never did fashion design before. To outsourcing, to all kinds of crazy things. So it just led me to be kind of a powerhouse. And
You had to learn basically all aspects of the business. You were entering something that you didn't really know too much about, but because you're aggressive and because you've got a little bit of smarts going on, you were able to figure out what you needed to do to set yourself up for success. And you've talked about, kind of off camera, some of the things that you have lined up as an entrepreneur. And you're a young man, and you're a young lady, and you guys are young go-getters. You guys are trying to make it happen. First off, it's very impressive.
Yeah.
It's nice to see young people who are aggressive and actually have a little bit of business sense behind them too. I think your generation has a little bit of a tough reputation. You guys, and it's not accurate. It's a reputation, but it's one of those things, it's a stereotype that's not accurate. I don't know if you guys consider yourselves millennials. I think maybe you're on the outskirts of it, but they're smarter than the generations before them. They're more ingenuitive than the generations before them. And I think that it's time for guys my age and guys your age to start recognizing that you have a lot to offer this world, and it's exciting to see you two specifically making it happen. So, Wise Guy Apparel, let's get this out right now. How can people get your stuff?
Oh, well, you can actually shop on shopwiseguy.com.
Perfect.
We're working on a couple of stores in New York and Toronto.
Okay.
So hopefully we'll be able to, market that out soon.
But you have to start online. It's part of the beast, the necessary evil, right? You need to build your brand online before you could take that to an outlet, a retail store, because you need to have a little bit of juice behind your brand before they're going to give you that purchase order, right?
Definitely.
So, Wise Guy Apparel, I believe that you guys stand for something, that you have a little bit of a cause or a reason why you're doing it. So, Tehran, why don't you go into that a little bit?
Definitely. Okay, so Wise Guy Apparel, with the thoughts of creative community. That's what I love to say. I love to say the creative community.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's what we do. So when I say that, we try to have all of our creatives. We have artists that do music, sing, dancing, anything. We have painters. There's all kinds of different things that makes us well-rounded, and we'll try to throw them into one of our shows. We have a lot of shows, so we'll throw them into one of our shows.
When you do shows, are they like runway shows, or are they
Everything.
It's a little everything?
Their project, they're more
Yeah.
so just like a talent showcase versus a fashion show. We never put on just a regular fashion show where it's straight runway.
Right.
We always have performances. We always have live painters, poets, just everything you could imagine.
So it's more of like an artist collaboration. It's more of the creative
Creative
community.
community.
Boom. That's it's really nice to hear because it's unique, and it sounds like there's music and there's artists and there's fashion and I'm sure there's some food. I'm sure there's some drinks. It sounds like a party. It doesn't sound like a traditional fashion type event. And that's what's going to separate you guys from everybody else, which is a really cool and exciting thing.
We can actually let you guys guess, because our logo actually means something too. Do you want to guess what it means? Kind of?
Do I want to guess what it means?
I'm a teddy bear person. But
Okay.
I've never
Like, if you really analyze it, trust me, there's no right or wrong answer. Just looking from the logo.
There's
what would you say?
definitely a parallel between good and evil. right? I see that jumps right. That jumps right off it. Am I on the right?
You're right.
yeah,
You're right. So
you're
there's
right
no right or wrong.
There's no
answer.
right or listen. Come on, Sam. There's a right or wrong answer. Come on now. Let's be real.
Because everyone's entitled to their own opinion, of course.
That's the thing about wise guy.
But we're all
Cool.
about unity. So basically, what the beer represents is, let's say what Camden versus Cherry Hill, kind of.
Okay.
So it's like the deep stitching in the middle kind of brings it together.
Nice.
So it shows that the people at the bottom need the people at the top just as much as the people at the top need the people at the bottom. You know. So
Awesome.
we're primarily based off of unity and just bringing people together. You know.
It's
Good versus
it's
evil.
well, it's
Or a little angry.
yeah. That would be classified as a wrong answer, right?
No, no.
When you're talking about unity and bringing people together, we don't necessarily want to classify them as good and evil.
The guy in yellow looks a little angry. He looks a little upset.
But actually,
He's lived a harder life.
I was gonna say
There you go,
he's a
man.
victim of his circumstances,
Yeah.
right? Unfortunately,
Absolutely.
society is bringing
Yeah.
the left side of that bear down a little bit, and it's up to the other side to help bring him back and raise him up so they both get lifted together, right?
Exactly.
I got it, guys. I'm right on it with you.
Okay.
So when Tehran walked in, the first thing I noticed was his jacket. So we're gonna take a quick break, and then I want him to show off the jacket a little bit for everybody, and we're gonna come right back on Morning Coffee.
Simply Gents, located in Marlton, New Jersey, takes care of all your grooming needs, including haircuts, straight razor shaves, massages, facial, manicures, pedicures, and waxing. To find more information or book an appointment, visit us online at www.simplygents.com. The secret weapon of a well-groomed man, Simply Gents.
When it's time for Jersey Mike's to give a sub some sizzle, this is the way. The way it's always been. The way it always should be. The way it always will be. Because that's just the way it's supposed to be. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Today's show was brought to you by Alicia Kelly of White Horse RV Center in Williamstown, New Jersey. Alicia is your RV expert. Contact Alicia at alicia@whitehorserv.com or give her a call at 856-262-1717, extension 203. When you think of RV, think Alicia Kelly. Well, welcome back. I'm Keith Reynolds.
I'm Mark Cook.
And what, Mark?
And what? Oh yeah, we're here on Morning Coffee, and we're talking to Sam and Tehran from Wise Guy Apparel, and you know, this is really a great story of young entrepreneurs and people that are trying to become business leaders in our community. And it's nice because they were saying a little bit before the break that it's about unity and it's about community and it's about bringing creative artists together in that community and building a brand that represents bringing people together, which is a really cool message, and it's unique, and it's better than buying a brand that doesn't stand for anything or doesn't have the practices that these guys go through. So, you know, I want to talk a little bit about your process right now. Let's take it from creative to execution.
That's what I was saying.
Do you guys, I imagine that when your artists get together to design, you come up with your concepts and then take it from there.
Okay. So the way a piece is designed, I'm actually the only designer right now. So
you are the team.
yeah,
Team Tehran.
definitely. Like I said, I had to learn everything. So I've learned Illustrator, and from Illustrator, I just measure out everything. So say like this shirt or this jacket. What I'll do is I know I want this pocket maybe 2 inches. I'll take a ruler, put it on a regular garment, and then just measure out 2 inches. I'll create like all the graphics and things like that, lines on Illustrator, and I'm able just to print out the whole shirt just like I want it on Illustrator.
That's really cool.
Now, do you guys have a big guy size?
I have all kinds of sizes. Go up to 3X.
You covered.
I'm covered, man. You know, I can never find nothing in my size.
So Sam, tell me a little bit about your role in the company and what you're bringing to the table and how you're helping Wise Guy Apparel grow.
Well, I am technically the fashion coordinator, fashion director. When it comes to fashion shows and like certain events, I kind of make sure everything runs smoothly
Okay.
and efficiently.
That's good. Well,
Very
we need those people, right? Or everything falls off the rails.
Absolutely.
So where do you guys do most of your shows? Is this basically like a New York thing, or?
It's everywhere.
Honestly, we're everywhere.
Yeah?
Because it's like we end up going to we went to New York Fashion Week. We ended up going there and we met a lot of people that wanted us in different places. Like
Right.
we just got invited to like 2 shows in Boston. We just got back there from there actually. Atlanta, Florida.
Right.
The tour that's coming up.
Oh yeah, we're doing a tour this summer actually. One of the things that I didn't get to discuss yet is I'm in college also. I go to Rowan University.
Great.
And one of the things I've seen as the leading problem in the college world is we're all broke. You know,
Yeah.
it's like
Wait, just so you know, it's always been that way.
yeah. I know it's always been that way, but more recently it's gotten worse
Yeah.
because the cost of college has risen
So high, yeah.
Yeah, so I've noticed there's a lot of creative minds inside of my class alone, you know, but they don't actually get to do what they want to do because of the
Right.
fact that, all right, as soon as I get out of college, I have to, jump straight into a job.
I had to start working to pay off those loans I took out.
So
Yeah.
there's no time to, I can try to pursue this artist career
Right.
or anything like that because everybody knows when you're an artist, you're broke. So
Right.
yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
But we're doing a tour this summer to bring everything together. It's going to be me and 2 other brands that I met through Boston and Atlanta, Finesse UK and Misfits Rebellion. They kind of have the same kind of, mindset as me.
Vibe, yeah.
And my Misfits is more of a cartoonish kind of company.
Okay.
So they mix fashion and cartoons, and Finesse UK is more of like a upscale streetwear brand.
So they're very natural fits for you guys. I mean,
Yeah.
that's really nice to find partners that have similar visions and that really get what you guys are trying to do. So how do I find out about the tour? Do I go to the website or?
Actually, if you go on the website, I made a whole another website just for the tour.
So I would click on that link, and then it would shoot me to the page, and it would have all the information. And obviously, these events are open to the public, so people can come and check out the clothes. They can touch, they can see.
Yeah.
And that's really where the value is. Because look, I could show you the clothes from now until the end of tomorrow, but the real value is seeing them up close and touching them and feeling them and knowing what the actual product is all about. So make sure you go to the website again, which is
shopwiseguy.com.
yeah, and check out where they're going to be. You're going to need to let us know the next time you do a show in the Philadelphia area, because I'm going to definitely need to come out and probably get some tips. You can see that I'm trying extremely hard here to be stylish, but probably swinging and missing left and right as my pockets square and my socks don't match since I got dressed in the dark this morning. But it's really kind of an exciting thing to see you guys really taking this to the next level. I got to ask, just because I love the show, are we bringing it to Shark Tank? Are we going to let Damon
Oh, that's his
really
that's
take
his
this to the
role
next
model.
level?
He loves
That's actually a
Damon.
great question. Damon John is like my role model.
He's a good one to have.
Yeah, he's definitely like my role model. I was actually his brand ambassador for his book.
Great.
Yeah, so that was.
So you got a little bit of a
Yeah.
outside, around the corner connection to him, which is good.
Yeah, definitely. And you gotta pick up that book. The Power of Broke. That's what it's called.
Right.
Yeah. So.
And
that
it
was pretty cool.
talks about his journey from when he was literally living on the streets
Right.
to how he built the biggest brand in the world.
That's all I think.
It's a great story. It really is a great story. And well, with that connection, that's got to get you guys on the show, right? So what do we got to do? Do I got to start making phone calls for you or what?
Honestly, I feel like I'm trying to see all my options. As an entrepreneur, I'm trying to see all my options that I could possibly do before I do hit Shark Tank.
It's a good plan because if you go into Shark Tank and they like what you have, you could walk out of there with less than 50% of your company. If they offer you the right dollar amount, right?
Yeah.
They say we're going to give you $1 million for 60%. That's going to be really tough to turn up. So turn down. So make sure. Look, I think that you seem like you've got your stuff covered, and you're going to make sure that the Shark Tank would be the right move before you make it. But I'll tell you, I don't know if I could think of anything more exciting than to see Sam and Tehran on Shark Tank.
That would be,
How cool would that be?
that would be cool. We actually interviewed Barbara Cochran from Shark Tank.
Oh, well, go into the
Yeah, it was
go
really
into the
cool.
archives and
And you know what? She's a very nice lady.
She is.
She may come across the way, a little bitchy, but
they're sharks.
They're
That's
sharks,
what
they're
they're supposed
not.
to do,
She's a
right?
very
They're
nice
not. They're
lady.
not supposed to be nice.
Yeah.
So you know what? We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Extra Innings is the nation's premier indoor baseball and softball training center, featuring indoor batting cages, 7 multi-use tunnels, and training rooms. Extra Innings can provide professional instruction, private and group lessons, and the best year-round clinics. Along with a nationally recognized pro shop that features the latest and widest selection of equipment and apparel, our experienced staff can provide you with the right instruction and help you find the best equipment for your ability and budget. Extra Innings, where the game never ends.
When it's time for Jersey Mike's to make a really great sub, this is what we do. It's what we've been doing. It's what we've always done. It's what we'll always do. So what are you doing? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Today's show has been sponsored by More Than Gifts. Come see our new location in Marlton, New Jersey. Not just gifts, but more.
Welcome back to Morning Coffee. I am Mark Cook. That's Keith Reynolds, and we're talking to Teron and Sam from Wise Guy Apparel. Now, you guys just dropped a major bomb on me in the break there. We got a show coming up in Philadelphia on June 3rd.
Yes.
Details, please.
It's going to be cool. We're actually having the Black Ink crew. That's a crew from VH1 that tattoos. They're going to be coming out doing tattoos during our fashion show. It's going to be fashion and talent, as we were saying, like we always do the talent thing.
Right.
So we're going to have food also.
Wine
tasting session.
Nice.
The Jerk Chicken Man is supposedly big around Philadelphia.
Yeah.
We're not actually from Philadelphia, so
Right.
it's going to be cool seeing everybody come together for that show.
Where's it at? Do we have a location?
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be at Open Space. It's a new gallery that's coming up, and so definitely check us out.
Great. So all the information is on the website?
Yes, sir.
And that website again is?
It's shopwiseguy.com.
Okay.
There you go.
And you know what? I want to talk a little bit about trending. How do you figure out what's trending for what you want to wear
Okay.
or
so
what you want to create?
what's trending? All right, so
Probably
so-
nothing that me and Mark have on. Okay, you can be honest.
There's a lot of different ways that you can find out what's trending. A lot of the times, honestly, I look at blogs. I look at blogs, see what other clothing brands are doing. Like I look towards Supreme, Tin Deep, the Contraband brand. There's a whole bunch of different like brands that I could see just to visually put something together. You know, what did they do?
So you do like a hybrid of those.
Yeah, like what did they do and how can I switch that up? You know, so
Okay.
that's kind of how I go off of it.
You know, we were talking about Cavaricci's, which dated me and Mark, and they didn't even know what in the world we were talking about.
It's not fair. I was very, very young when Z Cavaricci's were popular, and I don't know if I actually had a pair. I had another pair of pants that started with a Z. They were the Zubaz. Do you remember the Zubaz? Was like a tiger print. It was like all different colors. It would come in like NFL teams and. Come on, look it up. Zubaz. The Zubaz pants are actually coming back. You can get them online now, but the problem is now they're like $75 a pair.
All right, you mentioned that. I got to talk about this real quick. Those jeans that fit to you. I was out shopping my oldest one, and he said, "Dad, you got to get me a pair of these, or get a pair of these."
Skinny jeans?
No, they're not skinny jeans. They're called Anchor. They're so soft and they stretch. They stretch when you wear them. I mean, they stretch to you.
Are you talking about like the biker jeans? They have like little cuts in them that have.
No, these are like they're like stretchy jeans, so you can't go wrong with them.
Are they like the sweatpants that look like
Joggers?
jeans?
They're
That
they're sort of like that, but they're like in like big department stores, and they're like $100, $150. There's a certain name. I'd say you guys would be like, oh, I couldn't believe that. When do you get a pair of jeans for $150?
I don't like the concept of a pant that looks like jeans but feels like sweatpants.
Mark, I
There's just
tell you
something
what,
about it. I don't like.
he made me try them on,
Yeah.
and I didn't want to take them off. I never thought about shoplifting except for that. I almost swear.
I don't. I guess I'm not familiar with this type.
You know what?
Of, with this-
Before the show ends, I am going to get the name of those jeans. So, you know what, Sam and Sharon, you guys are not from the Jersey area.
Not at all.
Tell us a little bit about your journey, how you got up to New Jersey.
Okay. So I originally am from Georgia. Luckily, I had the ability to move between New York and Georgia a lot, so I got to see both sides of it. Hence the name Wise Guy.
Okay.
So that's where I come from, and came to Jersey to do school, college. So
Okay.
yeah, I switched to college
Very
a couple
cool.
times.
You
know.
definitely we've decided you do have the New York accent instead of the
Uh-huh.
southern accent.
I hear
What
a
about
lot.
you, Sam?
I basically gravitated between Trinidad and New York until I was about 16, and then I moved to Georgia from Atlanta.
Trinidad,
Trinidad and Tobago, yeah,
Really?
in the Caribbean.
No, Trinidad, Wyoming.
I don't know. I don't. Is there Wyoming?
No, there's not a Trinidad and Wyoming.
I don't know that.
But yeah, I gravitated between those two, and then I moved to Georgia when I was 16. I graduated in Atlanta from South Gwinnett, and then I went to Savannah State University in Savannah. So you probably hear a little country.
You have a little bit of it there, just a little bit.
Little
Not
something.
much though.
Little something.
Definitely, different. So, guys, I want to thank you so much for coming on to the show.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
We have to have you guys come back on. Now, when was that event again? You said in
We're
Philly?
having an event June 3rd in Philadelphia. Find out more of it on shopwiseguy.com.
Okay, we're gonna have to have you come back on, maybe right before the event, to promote it one more time. Tell the folks out there where they can find you again.
Shopwiseguy.com or find me on Instagram at wiseguyapparel.
Awesome, awesome. Well, we're gonna be right back. We have our next segment coming up, Table for Four, and we have, I'm telling you, it's unbelievable food. Stay tuned.